today I'm just going to film a little get ready with me stuff that I do. Well, okay, back that up. I don't do this every single day. I do it mostly during the week. On the weekends I don't really wear makeup for the most part unless I'm doing something. As far as foundation and like face makeup goes is pretty much what I do every single day. So as you can see, I don't have the best skin in the world. I have a lot of acne scars from when I had really bad cystic acne. I don't have that anymore, thank goodness, but I do still get little breakouts mostly around this area of my face. And then I have a lot of like scarring on my cheeks for the most part, is where I get most of the like hyperpigmentation and dark spots. So this is going to be really good for people that have acne to cover up or have scars or dark spots that they want to cover. Okay, so we're going to start with the eyes. I don't usually do this. Most of the time I just do my face and then go to my eyes last. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to start with the eyes. And so if you're doing a lot of eye makeup, or if you're going to do quite a bit of like dark eye makeup, you want to start with the eyes. That way you don't get it, some of the like the fallout of the eyeshadow on your face makeup, and it kind of just ruins it. So I'm going to start with my eyes like I just said. Okay, so I got this little beauty blender. I don't know if you can see it. It's really, really small. But I got it in my Ipsy bag and I thought I'd give it a try. I wet this thing till I couldn't wet it anymore, and it's still tiny, like minuscule. Usually like beauty blenders like this one is what I use every single day. It starts like bigger than this, but it's a lot smaller, and you wet it and damp it and it gets a lot like fluffier and bigger obviously, but like look at these compared to each other. No, I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna give it a go for like blending out my eyes, and it's just like not, what's the word, it's not like fluffy, it's not soft, it's really hard. I don't know, like that doesn't feel nice at all. I feel like it's just gonna like soak up what I just put on there. Ow. Okay, so what I put on my eyes, sorry I forgot, is this Tarte Shape Tape concealer. And it's what I use every day for like under my eyes and highlighting. And then I also put it on my eyelids to like prime for the eyeshadow, to cover up any of the like redness or unevenness of my eyelids. I really don't like this thing at all. Okay, we're gonna just redo that with this one. I'm gonna have to keep telling myself not to make weird faces, because they're really embarrassing if I just, you know, just go with the flow and do what I usually do. My faces get a little out of hand. Okay. So see how that kind of just evened out my eyelids a little bit more than what they were before. So now I'm going to use something kind of weird. I'm going to use some tape. And this just helps keep like your eye makeup where you want it to be, and so it doesn't get all crazy, you know? And I just stick this on the back of my hands a couple times so it's not super duper sticky, so you don't stick it on your eye and it like peels your skin with it when you take it off. And then I'm just gonna put this face like pointing up towards the tail of my eyebrow. And then this way you don't have to worry about like where you're putting the eyeshadow as much. It's already going where it needs to, and when you take this off it'll be like perfectly like carved out, if that makes any sense, you know. And the sun is slowly going down, so if the lighting gets kind of funky, I'm sorry. One time I put these on and they were still kind of sticky and I didn't know it, and I took them off. I literally cried. It hurt so bad. Like my eyes would not stop watering. Oh my goodness. Okay, moving on. I'm going to use the Modern Renaissance palette, I have no idea if this is focusing, so if it's not, then just ignore this part. But I love this thing so much, and so does everyone else in the entire world, but you know, that's why it's good. So let's see. Most of the time, even when I'm not really doing very much with my eyes, if I'm just really in a hurry, I'll grab these two shades here and here, just mix them on my brush and put it right in the crease and just go. They're really, really pretty. But even when I'm doing like kind of more like dramatic looks, I'll use these for my crease to like blend everything else out. So that's what I'm gonna do. So you just want to put that right in the crease of your eye and blend it in circular motions and like windshield wiper motions. You want to kind of blend it upwards towards your eyebrow so you have room to blend those darker shades when we actually get to those. And I'm looking down because there's the mirrors below me, or well, below the camera, so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now that that's kind of blended out, and then I'm going to take this really dark, like burnt orange. I'm going to take a little bit of that on that same blending brush and keep it kind of on that outside corner of your eye. Just really like blend that in. You can kind of blend it into the middle as well, but keep it mostly on the outside. I'm going to use the mirror on this thing so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Okay. And then with a different blending brush, I'm going to use this angled blending brush, and I'm going to pick up the shade Love Letter. It's kind of like a burgundy, and we're going to put that right on top of that orangey shade we just put in the outer corner and blend that in towards the inner corner as well, right in the crease. And this just gives some more like color to the eye along with that orange. And we'll add some more of that orange later on so we don't lose all of it. I'm gonna add some more on this side. We're going to go back in with that orange. You can kind of go above where we put that purpley burgundy color. Just keep blending. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, I don't know if you can see where it kind of blends together with the burgundy and that orange. And then we're going to take another blending brush. This one's a little bit flatter. And I'm going to take those first two shades of golden ochre and burnt orange, and I'm going to blend all of this together again. so it looks like one uniform eye look. Okay. And then, let's see, I'm going to grab a flat shader brush, like this one. This is by e.l.f. I don't think it has a name or anything, but it's just a really small flat shader brush. And I'm going to take the shade Vermeer. It's just this like light pink kind of shimmery shade. Kind of pack that on my brush. And then I'm going to take it right in the inner corner. You can kind of pat it on. And lighten up that inner corner. And then we're going to have to go back in with that like burgundy shade, kind of blend out that edge again so that we can have that blend right into the shimmer. And that's how it's going to look for now until we finish the rest of the face. And I'm going to put a little bit underneath the bottom lash line as well to kind of even it out so it's not just heavy on the top. So we can take these off. Okay, let's do some foundation. First, we're going to moisturize. I have pretty kind of combination skin. Sometimes when I break out, it'll get pretty dry around the breakouts, but then throughout the day I get really oily. Moisturizer can sometimes be even better than primer. It just kind of like evens you out as far as like the texture of your skin. If you have dry patches or just spots that are kind of, you know, drier than others with your, if you have any blemishes or stuff like that. So now that my face is thoroughly red, go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in the shade Warm Ivory. So this stuff is actually a little bit dark for me because I am extremely fair. Most foundations I wear like the lightest color. I don't know if you can tell in the lighting, but it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like too warm for me, if that makes any sense. Too like warm toned. And I'm just gonna like slather this all over my face. We forgot the nose. Okay. And then I'm going to take some of the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Foundation. And this is in the shade Porcelain. That's more like it. And this is going to help even out the tone of the other foundation and even out the color so it's not so like warm dark-ish. And I'm just going to put that straight onto my beauty blender and then kind of dab it all over my face and then go ahead and blend it out with the other foundation. Using a Real Techniques beauty blender. I love theirs. And make sure you blend it down the neck so that there's no weird color discrepancy from your face to your neck. And then I do a little bit more in the places that I need more coverage. So my camera cut off, but I literally just finished blending out my concealer under my eyes and on my forehead. Now we're going to take this, Airspun loose face powder. And this is in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. I don't know if they make other shades or what, but this is just the one that I have. I got it at Walgreens. It's way cheaper than the like Laura Mercier one that you can get at Sephora, and I think it works just as good. Although this stuff smells extremely strong. It's not necessarily a bad smell, it just smells of something very strong. And it's kind of like artificial cherry smelling. It smells like something from my childhood and I have no idea what it is. But it smells very strong. Like, kind of like old lady perfume. That kind of thing. Okay, so this stuff. And I have to use a mirror really close to my eye or else I get it right in my eye, which is not a good thing to do. So I take it on the other side of my beauty blender, the pointy side, and I stick it in here, just dip it on in like that. Get not a ton but enough to cover like that area, and then I just kind of push it into the skin, and you want to look up while you're doing this so that you don't get it in your eye, and you want to kind of get out those creases under your eye with this. This is what's going to set your concealer so it stays all day and it doesn't start creasing. And I really just put this anywhere I put the concealer, or anywhere that I want, like that I notice wears off throughout the day more than other places. And then I'm going to take just a big fluffy brush. This is a brush from Real Techniques. It's their, I think the wording came off. It's just a big powder brush. And dip it in to that loose face powder again. And I just put this everywhere that I didn't put it on with the beauty blender, because I don't need it to stay, like I don't have a problem with it moving or not staying long enough like I do the other spots. So I kind of just dab this all over. I use a Morphe angled brush. It's like just a small brush to do my eyebrows. And I've been using this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set. It's like a pomade for my brows. But I always forget to put the cap on things. And I think this dried out. But we're going to try it, and if it's not dried out, then that's what I'll be using. So I'm just going to dip this in here. And I always start by kind of lining the top. Yeah, this is pretty dried up. But we're going to keep on going, you know? We're going to go with the flow. This isn't going to be the best brows I've ever done, but it's okay. mini powder brush kind of. And I'm going to use it with this Tarte Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Bronzer. There it is. And this, believe it or not, is a little dark for me. Like I said, I'm very fair. And so I use this as a like kind of contour deeper shade, and then I go over it with a lighter bronzer to just warm up the face. So you want to like put this in like the hollow of your cheeks. And I'm going to put it up here on the temples. And along the hairline. And then right on the jawline as well. Okay, then we're gonna go in with a bronzer that's more like for my skin tone, and I'm gonna put this kind of all over to warm up the face. And this is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula in light bronzer. I think they have a little bit darker one as well, and I'm gonna use an actual powder brush, not a mini one this time. Swirl that in. And this one you're not going to be as precise with, just kind of in that general area. We can use it to blend out that more precise contour shade, and just all around the areas that we just put that other darker bronzer. My hair is getting a little crazy now. And then, oh my goodness, blend it down the neck. And we're all bronzed up. And then we're going to go in with some blush. I have a Real Techniques blush brush. It's really nice. And I'm going to use it with the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Swirl that on in. And a lot of times with blush you hear put it on the apples of your cheeks, so it's like smile right here. But that does not look good on me, so I always put it upwards towards the temple. Okay, and now let's do the fun part, some highlighting. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Highlight Glow Kit, whatever, the one she did with Nicole Guerriero. I don't really know how to say her name. Okay, so that's a finished look. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope I wasn't too awkward, because it probably was. It felt like it. It felt real awkward actually. But yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it. Be normal. Be normal. Oh my god. I'm so weird. If you like how this look turned out, go ahead and give this video thumbs up, give me some likes, let me know if you like it, if you like how I filmed this, even though it was a little weird, a little, you know, I'm learning, okay? I'm learning. This is my first video. Give me a break. But yeah, if you want to see more videos on covering up acne, covering up scars, anything like that, leave some comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, if any of my friends are watching this, you know, give me a call, come on over, we'll film the look that I do, and we'll have some coffee, you know, talk about life, have a grand old time. You know you want to. So yeah, thanks for watching. Love you guys, and see you some other time whenever I film the next one. Who knows what that'll be.